Hello. Sorry, I'm trying to get this all figured out. I don't know how anything sounds, how anything looks. This is a test run and a half. Um, Hello, Lucas. This is literally just a test run today. I'm seeing how everything goes, how everything looks. Trying to get it ready so that I can actively be actually doing this. But there's so many confusing elements to this because I've never streamed on YouTube. I've done Twitch before when I used to play Valorant and other video games, but never done it on YouTube. So this is very, very different because I have no idea how to see chat and play the game at the same time. So that is what I'm trying to figure out. That is what I'm struggling with. Sounds a bit robotic. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. Let me see if that's my audio source. Does that sound better? Does that sound better at all? If not, it may be... Is that better at all? Hello? Is that better? That may be better. It may be way worse, too, so we're about to find out, I guess. No difference. Way better. Guys! Okay, then it's hyper... It sounds... is it... It is way better, or it's not different? It's way better. It's no difference, or it's way better. There, wait, did I just cook? No, I did not. How do I... I still never got my answer. Way better, no difference. Way better, no difference. How do I have chat up while I am... Let's Google this real quick. We are going to Google how to look at chat while streaming. YouTube. I guess it's all OBS. OBS.
And if you guys just simply want your Twitch chat box right here on the side where you can read it, you can go to the settings in the bottom right, and go to the stream tab. You can make sure your Twitch account is linked to your OBS. We click OK. We can go to the docs tab, and then we click on chat. And that'll pop up your Twitch chat here in case you clicked on this video for that.
That didn't help me, buddy. Alright, sweet. I'm glad it sounds a lot better. I think it was hooked up to this one. So on this microphone, you can't really see it, but my cat has chewed this one off. So this is what it was going to before, and now it's going to my actual microphone. So it sounds a lot better because it's not using this thing. Not at all. I don't even need these because I don't even have any noise on. Whoa. Now it should be better. Okay, it was bad for a second. I know it was bad for a second. Don't yell at me. I know it's bad for a second. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. That might be better too. Okay. We should be good. Yeah, so it was going through this one. I got to turn it off for all of the different scenes real quick. So I'm going to go silent. There we go. Okay. That should be we should be good. I'm going to figure out how to listen to you guys. There's your chat and log in. Dock it inside OBS. Use it somewhere, but I definitely second monitor to interact with your chat. I need to get a second monitor. Don't tell me I have to grab a second monitor right now to talk to you guys while playing. Oh my gosh. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the debut stream where we figure everything out beautifully. This is how it's done. You figure it out while streaming, not before streaming, because that would be boring. Why would we do that? That would be stupid. My lights are still on. So what if we do this? Do this. Oh, wait. Maybe cooking here. Oh. Oh. I was not cooking. I was not at all cooking. I can play this very small. Wait. They don't love you like I love you. Oh, heck yeah. Okay. There we go. All right. What do we want to play today? What do we want to play? Because I want to just play a couple games, just chill, and see what we can do. So let's play. Let's play something really difficult to start, so I'm under extra pressure. I like that idea. I think I can see chat now. Well, I can see chat the whole time, right? Opalios. I can see chat right now, but it was just difficult altogether. We're going to go and see yellow deck, hopefully. Or maybe not. Red, yellow. I don't want to deal with red, yellow. I don't want to deal with Lucci, even though it's a good matchup for me. Run it. Never mind. This is the best part of the sim. Never mind. I was even going to take a bad matchup. There we go. Can you guys see the game? Give me all the info you need. Oh, my head is really big on the game, though. That isn't going to work. The game is not at max. I see that because I tossed it over here some reason. There we go. There we go. That's something I have to test for the green purple Luffy idea. I honestly don't know. We are not keeping that hand. This is so bad. This is awful. We're going to trash a Kuzan. Look at the top three. We're going to grab a Van Augur. That's going to help us. Even though we're on second curve, it's still going to be good. We're going to search the top three cards of the deck. I don't really want to drop a 10 Teach, but I don't really need a 2K counter right now, so this puts me in a bad spot. If I trash the Van Augur, I can grab it back with Kuzan. If I choose to go Kuzan instead of Van Augur to draw an additional card. So we're going to go for the 10 Teach. And I'm not worried about a 3. All right. We've got it out. We've got to figure it out. Okay. The normal Mr. Powell little jump up in the seat. We are going to take this because we need to find more options at the moment. We do get a Vasco shot for our forward on turn. And we have Liberation. So we are just going to liberate our opponent here. And I think we're going to go for Kuzan rather than Van Augur just because we get the additional draw automatically if we do need a Van Augur next turn kind of thing, you know. So we will go ahead and pop this. We could drop a Liberation. Let's drop a Vasco shot. Search the top three. Can I just mention that we've only seen the same cards? Like, this is so stupid. I hate this game. Are we worried about a 5-Dom turn? I don't think so. They could Zoro Juro. I don't think I care about Zoro Juro, honestly. So I think we just don't leader effect. Because even on 5, they could Sanji, but Sanji won't pop anything because they don't have the 1 Dawn on leader, right? So we're kind of chilling. We actually want them to play something for 5. We can Shigan Finger Pistol. Frankie. We didn't expect that. We should have expected it, but we didn't. 7 at us. We were going to take, and we're going to get a trigger to KO. I'm the best player in the whole One Piece card game. I am literally the best One Piece card game player you've ever seen. We're going to drop a Van Augur. Look at the top 3. Grab a Burgess, but we're going to play down Kuzan. Ooh, Doc Q would be good for removal next turn. But we have Liberation. Let's think about this. We're going to 8. So if we Kuzan now... Hi, Cat. We're going to grab Doc... I meant to click Burgess, and I clicked Doc Q. Okay, that works then. I guess we're grabbing that. We're gonna swing in for 6 here. They're going into 7, so we will leader effect just to not have to worry about the 7 drop. So we will go ahead and trash 1. I like the removal options, but I don't know how much longer Liberation's really going to do much for us in the early game. I think next turn we have Dot Q, and we can Van Augur and Dot Q next turn, so I think that's going to be a better option if they play a big body. So that'll get 2 bodies on the board. We Kuzan to grab another Van Augur, so that'll make their 7 into a 1. So we'll drop Liberation here. Mathematically, it just makes the most sense. Mathematically, it makes the most sense. How are we looking so far? Good? Good? No? Yeah? It's gone quiet on me. It's gone quiet on me. I know we have 3 viewers, but that's because this was just random. I'm literally playing like 3 games, 5 games. We'll play some, but I don't plan on playing forever. We probably should counter out of this, but I don't want to per se. They only have 5, so it looks like a useless Captain Kidd. We can just pop that for 4, or we can Kuzan. Swinging Kuzan for 6, so it can't just get blocked out for free. But we need this if we're going in for a double KO. So I think we're just going to take. I know that may seem crazy, but now we have something. I'm not doing 2 Kuzans. Don't need 2 Kuzans. So we're going to go ahead and drop Kuzan. Look at the top of the deck. We're going to grab a 2K counter because we don't have time to Burgess, I don't think, at this point. I think we're going to have more time to swing in for, what, 5? Yeah, let's swing in for 5 first so we don't have to use any Dawn, so we can be more Dawn efficient as we play. Make sure to like the video. It really helps me right now because this is first stream, just trying things out. So we're going to play out, or swing with Kuzan. We're going to grab a Van Augur, right? Yeah, we're going to grab a Van Augur. I've barely ever used Kuzan, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't even like this deck. If you watch the video on it, you know I don't even like this deck. One Piece. I hate One Piece. So what we're going to do there basically is Kuzan, swing it for 5. He counters 1 or gives me a 2K. Pop the Kuzan, play Van Augur, play Dot Q, pop. And then I have, what, 1 extra Dawn after that? So then I just swing it for 6. Well, I'd swing it for 6 and then do those 2 actions, but it is what it is. Okay, what do we want to see played? What do we want to build right now? I just need one person to tell me a deck. I will play anything. You can say Purple Shanks right now. I'll play Purple Shanks right now. We will build something. I will try it, at least. I will put in the effort. We're here to build one deck, play for like probably until 8 p.m. EST, so about 40 minutes. I will probably need to pee soon and get some water because I didn't do that before the stream because it's the first stream. So why would I be ready, you know? Red Zoro? I think I already have a Red Zoro deck. I did an Animal Ace. If I had Zoro... That is totally not Zoro. Ignore that. I don't know what that was, okay? Sometimes you just have to try things. What is this? Oh, this is the normal deck list you get. Alright, what kind of Zoro deck do we want? Do we want Rush Zoro? What is Animal Ace? Dude, why do I have so many weird decks in here? You've never seen any of these decks, guys. I'm sorry. I'm surprised I didn't do a freaking... I don't know if I want to do Animal or if I want to do, like the new Rush stuff. I haven't done anything really with the Rush stuff. I have not played Zoro in so freaking long. Let's find something to base off of because, you know, that's the best way to do it. Okay, so this is a Zoro build. I'm not against running a Zoro build. Against Snake Man, you'll need to play Black Maria early if you... I'd kind of Oh, Snake Man. Oh, you're talking about OP11 Luffy. I thought you were talking about Green Purple. I was like, Green Purple, you do not need Black Maria. That is not going to work. But Blue purple, I definitely think you're right, because if they're ramping up actively with their events and everything, trying to get to that 8 Dawn, it's going to at least help you, control everything going on. Okay. Zoro, Ace. Let's test and tweak. That's what I like to call it. I don't know if I like Kid Killer. I think I'd rather just have more Luffy's. It's at least searchable. In a deck that doesn't have any filter. So we're going to go and do that. Just to do it. Say we did something original here. Man, if I could type. Diomble Jambe, I don't like it. I don't think it's necessary. I'd rather have more animals in this deck list. This deck list in general is just weird. This deck list is interesting. Let's do 2Ks, 2Ks. I don't like Makino either. What in the heck? What in the darn tootin'? This I like. I don't like this. I like this. We're in 10, 11, 12 2Ks. We drop a Makino to run. 11 2Ks is about standard right now. I like the rush options in here. I like this. I like these. Just don't feel like there's enough animals. There's never enough animals. Oh. Zoro Ace? No. Zoro... Actually, yeah, we're Zoro Ace now. That's what we're going with. Zoro Ace. Zoro Ace is in and at it. That's what we called it, apparently. I don't like that we don't have anything to do on our first early turns, but we'll hit 4, we'll do this. We'll play out the chopper that plays out another character. Just having that makes me want to keep this hand, so I guess we will. But then he's going to have 2 bodies to swing into our arrested character that comes out. Let's be greedy. Greed sometimes just works. Let me be real with you guys. Sometimes greed just works. We could play it on Duckbill Squad, or we could search the top of the deck. I like searching the top of the deck. We got to pass these over, pass up some of our top end, which does suck, but we could grab another blocker. Blocker's at least going to be stronger than this. This is just in there to have more animal targets. And pass. We have 1 active to maybe scare him off from swinging us, but I don't really care if he swings us. I'll just take aggressively, really build up a very strong board, and get a lot of cards in hand. So, ooh, that means he is struggling. He grabs a Sangoro right there from his first one. He grabs a... Oh, no, we grab that. Oh! Ugh! That's horrible. All right, well, we're going to swing in for 6 at our opponent, because we know we're going to do that. We could technically swing in for double 6s to put on the aggression early, or we can get more bodies. I'm actually... Nah, we won't. We won't be greedy. We're not greedy. And pass. So we get out a Hiking Bear. Hiking Bear's not going to be great, but it will be something our opponent has to swing into. He chose not to ramp on his first turn, which I think is very, very complicated. 9 cards in hand is kind of astronomical. Not an enjoyer of that, but knowing that we're going into 6 Dawn, we can technically, Chopper and Zoro, but then we don't put a Dawn on leader, so then we can't, bump these guys up, but it is what it is, as they say. Oh, now he gets his Zoro. This guy is kind of playing from behind, but a ton of cards in hand is very wild. Maybe you can't take so aggressively against this deck list, and maybe that's why they're playing it how they are. It's just kind of interesting. I think also playing the Law on 4 is really, really weird. So, I'm not going to say it's good. Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that too. Alright. So we're just going to do a little trade here. We're definitely going to play out this Chopper. Definitely going to attach it on because it's the best option. We'll basically have a full board here. So we'll go and put 1 Dawn on leader just to swing 3 into the Law. If the Law doesn't die, I don't care. If he wants to give me a card for this, like, run it. We're going to swing in another 6 so we can see what we can play out. Well, all we can play out from that is Robson, though. And Hiking Bear. And I don't really care to play out Hiking Bear. So we'll go for the blocker. I think that's just going to be stronger long term because I still want to be able to play it on the Nami. And then we can play out the other Chopper here. So we're going to search the top of the deck. We're going to grab some Rush. Rush is going to be very good very soon. And then we can either swing in for double 6s or we can play out another Chopper. But I think we actually hold... No, because we can replace... Oh, dude, this is going to be crazy. So we'll just go ahead and swing in for 7 at our opponent. Go ahead and force him to counter out with 2 cards. It's going to be really good stuff. I like seeing someone counter with 2 cards. Yeah, buddy. Give me 2 2Ks. Give it to me. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Okay, Bon Clay's fine. And then we're going to play out on another chopper because we can replace this Dr. Kureha with this Robson because it's the strongest character. Hiking Bear would not be as great, and I like what we have. We're going to put this Luffy on the top and know that we did put another Luffy on the bottom. It is what it is. All right, and pass. So we have a very large-sized hand. They have a nice large-sized hand. We're both at 3 life, but they have 2 characters. We have 24 characters on the board right now. We legitimately have 24 characters on a 5-character board. So, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Remember, guys, this is only an hour stream, so don't expect too much tonight. We are going nice and easy. Oh, no. Oh, no. They only have a 6, 5, which will just give a 2K, and then a 7. So, definitely, let's math this out. We could let this go. If we let this go, he'd swing 6 probably here. No, 7 into our chopper. We can get out of both, so let's just get out of both, just to be safe. I'd like to get an active blocker. Just a 2K? I'll give you just a 2K. You really want to be that greedy, I'll give you just a 2K. The thing is, do you pop Sangoro here, or do you pop... Ooh... So we could swing in for 6, make this into a, 3K? And then swing into it for 5 with the Robson. Try to math this out. We tap 4, tap 2. We've got a full board, so we don't really need to play cards out of hand, especially when we already have a blocker, and we can kind of control the board here. Probably popping Sangoro is the best play, even though Luffy Tar is a bigger target. We don't have the counter to counter out of a large swing anyways. So we're going to swing 7 at our opponent and drop this by 3. The only reason we're swinging this first is because he now has to choose to take cards in hand or to go ahead and counter out now. And we have the power to really control if we swing into the board, because we can swing a 3K Nami into the board here and feel very safe, because we also have so many more swings coming in after that. So really good stuff right here. I'm liking it a lot, because we can also now replace this Nami now that it actually got some effectiveness. So we'll go ahead and swing for our chopper first, just to play out another Robson probably, because I don't like playing out 2Ks, because 2Ks gives them information of 2Ks not being in hand, and we don't have another body to play off this chopper, so I'd rather him not know that either, and that would give him an idea that we don't have more 2Ks. So long-term process, long-term thoughts there. I just want to see what we play out. More than likely we just going to play, Luffy? Oh no, we're going to play 4, so we have 1 extra Dawn, so we can go 6s across the board here. I'm not against that at all. Swinging for another 6, we're going to choose to play out nothing and leave the dragon at the top. We know both of our dragons are at the bottom of the deck, and we'll let that go. Very good stuff. Gum Gum Giant for a 6 is kind of wild, so they're going to have to draw into some 2K counters here, which is really good info to have. We're going to swing 6s again, because we can. This says if your opponent has 1 6,000 power more. Okay. We are going to pop Sangoro here after we drop it by 4,000, or 5,000, right? So we couldn't do Luffy Taro anyways. Boom, and pass. So we're sitting on a solid 4K counter. GG's. That's a pretty easy matchup for us, to be honest. They couldn't even 9-land there, no. So they'd have to play out Law, search for more cards. They couldn't even grab a Gum Gum Giant. They have 1 Gum Gum Giant. They'd be able to draw 2 cards after that. It looks like it would be around this area. So nice and easy. GG's to our opponent. And let's go into settings. We're going to go into face cam real quick so I can go into settings. I don't know if it shows anything in the settings. So hide player names. Yep. Oh, okay. So now we're hiding player names. I have not done that for a very long time now, and I've needed to. And yeah. All right, that was Zoro. Zoro's easy. What do we want to see now? We only have so long, so I'm not doing too many decks. You want to go with this? Want to try this out? This could be fun. No, that's not the good list. Yeah, that was an easy win. Purple Luffy is such an easy win. It's bad. We got Bonnie. I got a bunch of decks in here. What is this? Green, blue, Sanji, Zoro. Oh, this is one I was messing with. We did a video on this already. That's a fun deck. I don't think this is good, but we did it just for testing purposes. Calgara, Marco. Ooh, Calgara. Yo, we may bust out the Calgara in a minute. I do just need to pee. Is it bad when I need to pee this early? We just started streaming and I need to pee. How to play Purple Luffy? Purple Luffy. The easiest deck in the format? Perp Cat. Let's call it what it is. Where did I put... See, you see other streamers, they are very organized. Not this guy. Not Comp Guide Shanks. Comp Guides... Perp. This was a deck list that I had up. Was there something I switched out? I guess not. This is kind of my go-to deck list for right now. So, yeah, we can definitely run this in just a minute. We can do some P. Luffy. Oh, you can't see it yet. I got you. I was just seeing if you were paying attention. Let me go show you the restroom, and then I will be right back. Do I even have a... There we go. Yeah, I figured it out now. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Do you guys want to see me walk away? Is that something you're looking for? Ugh. You can see I'm a pretty big guy. All right. We're back. Let's show you some Purple Luffy. All right. Someone was talking about Reiju earlier. We can do it into Reiju. See how that goes. Take first, as always. We're going to keep this hand. It's perfect hand, almost, other than Luffy Taro missing, but we do at least have a 7 Dawn play, so we'll keep not being greedy. But we do have searchable targets. We have searchable things here. So, yeah, let's see how we do. Trafalgar Law, down. We're going to search up a Sangoro. We are putting 2 2Ks on the bottom, including an Usohachi. 3 2Ks on the bottom. So we need to keep that in mind for our Gum Gum Giants later, because that's not a great start. So, there we go. All right. Don't forget to like the video, like the live stream, all that jazz. I'm just mentioning it because this is my first one. Usually I won't sit there and complain about these kind of things. I don't even know if I can't even see how many likes are on it. So that's the fun part of being on the streaming side. So we're going on 3 here. We're just going to swing in for 5. It's the usual stuff. They do drop a Reiju and go and get the stage early. They drop a Foxy 2K counter. That's going to be really good for us. We're going to take, gain an active Dawn, and then play out our Zoro Juro, which we knew we had. We don't find what we're looking for, but we already have blockers in hand, and we don't need more 2Ks at the moment. We already have 2, so we're going to grab a Gum Gum Giant for late game, forcing our opponent to play around us having Gum Gum Giant. And we're going to drop a 2K on the top, the Useless Kid next, I guess. Probably should have done Unami next, but it doesn't really matter at this moment, in my opinion. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's move this over. How do we make this perfect? That's perfect enough. Can't see the chat, that's all I care about. All right. Should be good here. They go and play out the Reiju, playing out Reiju. You know the vibes. They discarded A Black Maria from hand, which I don't think is smart unless you have another one. They played on Sanji to search the top of the deck. Looks like they may swing in for 6 here. We will give them a 2K counter Kamizo because we don't really have anything to pop if they don't leave any babies on the board, which I do think is smart of them. They played on another Sanji, so they may just swing in for 5 here. And we're going to top deck a Luffy Taro because I have X-Ray on my game. You just can't see it through the stream. So when I X-Ray through, when I see this top card, it is a Luffy Taro here. So we will counter out very aggressively. And I don't think we need an Onami as of right now. I'd rather keep my 2K counters. I know a lot of people don't, but for me, I don't really need... Dang, what if... Okay. We're going to take the life just to see if we do get one. We do not. So we're going to swing in for 5. Do we care about clearing Reiju? Forcing them to have more Reijus? I don't think I do. I don't even have a big body to play down, guys. What are we doing here? We could simply just Sangoro. We could Luffy Zorojuro. But that loses a lot of tempo against a very aggressive deck here. We could also just put in a lot of pressure, force them to take a life, and give me 2 cards. But they're going to draw back cards easily. So I just don't know if I want to go down Dawn right now, honestly. I think I like ramping up a little more actively. We'll try it anyways. And then we're going to tap down the Reiju. We're going to swing in... Do we even swing in at Reiju? Let's swing in at face. I don't think I care about getting rid of Reiju at this moment. They haven't given us another one just yet. They already gave us a 2K counter, telling me they may have a lot of 2K counters. I think they're going to counter out of both of these. So the reason I'm doing this is because it puts more pressure that there's a 7K coming after them. And then we can choose to swing the Reiju or not. That's my personal opinion. And I think we just go face. I don't think we worry about the Reiju right now. They can easily get that back. And we can easily continue the game without killing the Reiju. So we're still looking for our Luffy Taro. Luffy Taro is the biggest card for tempo in this matchup, in my personal opinion, and most matchups. I mean, when you're playing Purple Luffy, just having Luffy Taro is chef's kiss. Our opponent's going to be on 5 Dawn here, meaning they could Black Maria, ramp up to 6, but that's not really worth 3 of your Dawn at this point with us going down Dawn, so that's kind of what Sanji helps with. But I would also not mind ramping straight into 7 or into 9 without having to take a life. So they discarded Chiji, grabbing a Reiju. So they grab another Reiju, a 4-drop. So they would have had another one to play out anyways, even if we did remove this. So we probably could have removed this, but we can't know that we could have removed this because you can't just guess these things. You can't guess the top card of your deck and then just get it wrong and then just be like, you know? That's what I say, at least. I think, oh, dude, we're in such a weird spot with our Dawn as well. So 5 we definitely need to counter out of, and I don't really want to give up the Sangoro, but we do have the Zorojuro to play instead, so we will. Just in case they go for a bigger swing here, like a 6, and then play down an Ichiji, swinging in for 7. But if they do that, they'd probably go into board more than likely, so what they should do is Ichiji -2, swing 5 into 5, or -2, swing 5 into 4. We give him a 2K, and then he swings 7 into 4. That would probably be the best thing if they are going to Ichiji, is kind of control the board that way. But it looks like they may go 6. Oh, this is where the issue lies, right? Because if we counter here, and he does play it on Ichiji because they do have 4 active, they give this -2, they swing 7 into 5. So either way, I feel like we're going to be losing a lot of cards here. But do we lose 2 cards and save Sanji, or do we lose 1 card and save Zoro? Or do we lose 3 cards and save both? I'm just saying. I'm doing good, Carlos. How are you doing? It's another good day. Doing a little test stream here because we've never streamed before on the channel. So now that we hit 1,000 subs, I'd like to really put on some... That's how that felt right there. We will probably... I don't like Linlin at this point, though. But I don't like my other options either. So let's swing 5 to face. It's going to be pressure. They're going to give me 1 card from hand for sure. I like Zorojuro just to be able to find something else because we don't have many options here. But there's no good options no matter what. Carlos, how are you doing? I didn't ask you. I should have asked you. Either way, I have to ramp up here and then discard a card for the Big Mom. I guess it would be smart to do so. We'll take another life. We are going to Linlin. We're going to test it out. We're going to trash the Zorojuro, gain a life. Do we even put Reiju on the bottom? I don't even think we do. I don't think it's worth it. We're going to swing 7 into... life. Life's a lot more pressure in this matchup, so there's no reason to continue to go for the Reiju. We have the counter in hand. We're sitting on 8 plus a 4, so technically 12 after we draw 2 more 2Ks, and then that puts us to 16. Well, I guess that puts us to 14, so that's fine with me. All right, and they take the 7. That's going to be good for us because now if they Reiju, they have to empty out their hand a little bit first. They do have 7 Dawn, meaning they could Porsche and a Chi-Ji, putting out 2 7K swings, or make this into a 3K and then swing, 5 and 5 and remove it very easily, but it is what it is. How's everybody's day going, though? Let me know down below. They're going to go -2 to the Sanji. Probably swing a few 5s into it and then try to blast it out. And I'm going to be okay if they just blast it out. Not too stressed about it. We are going into 10 Dawn. We should have an extra one for Gum Gum Giant pretty easily, but we don't have many targets to actually play out onto the board. So that's going to be kind of sad. They could easily go 6, 7, 7. And we can only take one swing. So if we do see them going 6, 7, 7 or 6, 7, 8, okay, let's play some Purple Luffy. Let's play Purple Luffy at a Rage. Let's show the Zoros how it's done. This is how you should be playing against Zoro. We will mulligan that hand. I don't like it. I don't like this either, so I guess no matter what, we're going to just be cooked. We're just going to be cooked because this is the game we play. I don't know if we will take aggressively. It's just like we saw that other guy do, but this is a very difficult matchup for Purple Luffy. We're going to go and ramp up. We will take once at the very least. Do we even swing in for 5, or do we go for the Starve strategy against this? We're definitely going to be playing out on Kamazo. I do know that. We could go ahead and pop a Nami pretty easily on the next turn if we ramp correctly and find something to go Dawn -1. Let's swing for 5. I don't care. We do not care. They give us a card anyways because this is not a good Zoro player. So they give us a card anyways. That's fine. We have one of the Sangoros showing him we do have 2. We know he's playing down something for 3, it looks like. Leaving 1 Dawn active for a Shut Up and Come With Us. Missing with their Chopper. So we're still in a very safe spot. We can Sangoro. We could swing in for 5 and 5, but I don't know if I really want to give them another body on the board. And I kind of like the Starve strategy here. So this is going to force him to hold up 1 Dawn every single turn. And I don't know if we should Zoro or Sangoro. I think we should Zoro just to try to find the Luffy Taro for next turn, not having to take aggressively and ramp. Or finding a 9-drop Luffy. I do like that, but a 2K counter would be very nice. We already have a 9-drop in hand. We're putting 2 on the bottom, though, and we only run 5 total 9 costs. So I think we will take the Luffy here, and I don't think we're going to swing him. I don't think we do. I think we just pass. We want to swing into rested characters here. This is going to be a very long, drawn-out game. We're going to continue, playing the strategy we need to. Give 1 rested Dawn to the leader. Swing in for 7 here, and I think we take this first 7 because we're not going to be ramping up anymore anyways, at least for the most part. We could ramp up once, but we could Lin to do so, giving the Luffy back to their life. So we will take the first one because it is a 7. We'll counter out of the 6, counter out of the 7. Hello, Cart Rat. This is not ranked. We're just chilling right now. This is the first stream kind of vibe. We're going to have a Kamazo out of hand, and then we will be countering out of this. Oh, they're going another 6, so we will be countering out of this as well, just to get out right now. So we run 5 9 costs. We've bottom decked 2, right? No, we bottom decked at least 1, and we've seen 3, so that's really weird, but we'll see how that goes for us. We are going to take a life, and then we're going to be swinging into our opponent's characters here, so we're going to go 5. We're just going to try to get rid of this Chopper. They will get the Shut Up and Come With Us event. That's okay with us. We can always, tap it down if we really don't want them to have this, but I think this is going to be best bet, and it looks like they don't even have it, so Return of Dawn. We're going to trash. I think we trash a Luffy. I like this more just for long haul, like for the whole game. So I think we will trash a Luffy, gain 1 life, and then put the Luffy on the bottom. And then pop a 2 cost. Boom. Light work. Pass the turn. So now we're back to 3 life. We still have a good amount of counter in hand. I mean, a bunch of 1Ks, but it's still counter, They're going to swing in for 7 at our board. We're going to let that go pretty easily. Light work. You got it. No worries. They're going to swing in for 8 at our Zoro. Again, you got it. Going to let you have that right there. Not going to lie to you. You got that. Played on Makino. They are going to rest that and make Nami stronger. They're going to swing in for 6 at our face, 7 at our face, 8 at our face, and we're going to take very aggressively. Now we're finally finding our Luffy Taro, but I like something to actually disrupt the board that they're building. So I think what we're going to do here is this is a weird position to be in, right? So if this is a one-cost event, they just replace whatever does get removed off the board. But then we can Lin if it is another one of these. So I guess we go for removing the Chopper and really try to find out what is on their board or in their hand. Because this also allows us to go into Sanji if need be to rest down their character, really forcing them to keep control of the situation. They do have Shut Up and Come With Us playing out a blocker Chopper. And I guess we could just go for removing the blocker Chopper, leave them with all the weenies on the board. Or we could Luffy Taro and not have anything really rested. Because even if he goes 3 -1, we don't have... You guys know what we don't have? Gum Gum freaking Giant. Ugh. We're going to do this. I'm going to throw a curveball at everybody. We're going to drop the Useless Captain Kid, gain a life, and we're going to push this to the bottom of life. So now, yeah, Mans has got 7 life, but look at this game. Like, look at the control we have of the board right now. We're going to pass with 1 active, and look, he's got 10 Dawn to spread between some weenies. Run it. Let's math this out. So, Hiking Bear won't make anything else stronger. That's really good for us. Swings in for 5. We're definitely going to be able to counter out of this pretty easily. We are going to give him a Songoro here. Luffy Taro is going to be just a fodder for us at this point, unless we need to play it into the Onami. But I kind of like the rush strategy, continuing to clear out this board. This is going to be a very long game. 7. We kind of need to get out of this, but not really. I guess we can take, actually, because we have 2 blockers to fall behind now that we found one. It looks like he's about to play something out. So 7 and then 8. So we don't have 2 2Ks, so we do need to get out of this 7, actually. Because if this is a 5-cost rush Luffy, we need to definitely be able to get out of it. It's not. It's Tony Chopper. Why would it not be? You know? They choose to play nothing out again, which is kind of wild. We could easily run through this and just clear out the board. Dude, let's just do this. Return no more, and then let's literally just clear out the board. Like, we are so safe here, it's horrible. I am going to do it. This is the most advantageous position we can be in for what we're trying to do here. We don't have many cards in hand. That's the only issue. He swings 15 into our Lin. That's totally fine with us, actually. Because what we can do now is Luffy Taro. So we go Dawn -1. We play out Onami. We're going to trash this Sanji and draw 2. Ugh. Ugh. We're going to swing in for 5. We may take the last card from their hand. Looks like no. So we're going to swing in for 7. And we're going to swing in for 9. Now we should be very safe. We at least do have 2K counter. I definitely shouldn't got rid of the 2K, but I was feeling very greedy for this Sanji late game, just in case we needed this rush option on this next turn. So 7 into us. Will they have an unblockable way to kill us? They could put us on 0 possibly, but I think we can win based off 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wouldn't give us a win. We can't counter out of it anyways, but I'm just trying to think if we cash in on the blocker or not. I think we just take. I'm not too worried about it. So they play out Zoro. Zoro's going to be a 6K. 7. Another 4. They could go Kid Killer, I guess, which Kid Killer would be 8. So we should counter out of this one just in case. This Kid Killer would be very, very bad. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I see you. I think we should go for searching through the deck a little more. Maybe finding a Gum Gum Giant here. As nice as it would be to play that Sanji, it's just not going to work. Well, you're about to see some fun stuff happen here. Because we're going to have to go for the blocker, and we're going to have to filter through with this Gamma Knife, I feel like. So, we'll swing in for 7. We have not seen one Gum Gum Giant yet. We're going to swing 5 at our opponent. This should take a card out of hand. It doesn't. It does not. They did have it. That's good. So maybe it'll play out a couple bodies. It looks like no. I think we're going to choose not to swing here just because we don't want to give him another rush option guaranteed, basically. We're going to tap 4, replace this, draw 2 cards, and sit on this last life. Has to be a freaking Gum Gum Giant. So we have 2 blockers and 4K counter. We should be safe here. The only issue is if he has unblockable. So let's math this out. 3 would be 8. 3 would be 7. That would make this into a 6. And then 2, so it would be, what, 7, 8, 8. We can counter out of one of those and then block. This just puts us in a really bad spot, though, because if they do play something that stops Straw Hat Cruise, so we need to block out of this or counter, and I think we just block. Because the unblockable is the issue here, right? We have to worry about unblockable all day because we can't get out of, something unblockable. So if we take there, we just lose, possibly. If they play like a Diamble Jambe. Yep, I can English. I think they have to just split here in the exact way I said. 7, 8, 8. Yeah, we just win. They were sitting on a solid 6K counter there. So it would have been difficult, especially if they did go through the top 5, but they would not have found a blocker. So they could go for clearing out the board, but we can get out of most of the board because these are so strong and we have the blocker. Would have gotten the 9-drop Luffy, but where was my Gum Gum Giants? That's how you beat Red Zoro right there. You really have to just control the board. Absolutely control the board. And his first mistake was countering out of the first attack. I don't remember what it was. Robson. That 1K counter, man. I really think that was wrong because that would have been one more card in hand. Then they'd be at their Luffy right there. Like, that literally changes the whole game when you really think about it. So, GG's to our opponent. That's how you beat Zoro. So, nice and easy. We're probably going to have time for one more game. So, one more deck. One more deck. Let me know what deck we're going to play. Like I said, this is only an hour stream today. We're going very slow, very easy, just to test out our first stream. So I appreciate anyone who's in here. If you would like to give me a deck, you may. If you don't care to give me a deck, I will choose one. Hey, first here. Is this list the same as the one from your previous video? The Purple Luffy was the same as the last video. So that was just the competitive guides deck list. Basically, we're going into Red Zoro. Red Zoro, you really need to find your top end here with the Lin Lin to really control the board. I made that man at 7 freaking life. I made him a 7 life leader, and I won the game. Like, he was not getting out of those swings. So, definitely you need Charlotte Lin Lin or 9-drop Luffy. You need to just clear the board as much as you can. Even Kamazo can come in clutch with the 1 cost. Did you just say Boa? Did you just freaking say Boa Hancock? Do we have a Boa deck list in here? Do we have a Boa deck list? I feel like I do. What is this? It's already been spoken for. Boa. Let's see what this is. Yellow Purple Robin, I don't know if it's playable. I don't think it's playable. Like, any deck is playable, guys. If you think about it in a specific term of what does playable mean, any deck is playable. Now, is every deck good that you can play? No. And I don't think Yellow Purple Robin is good, but I definitely think it has strong matchups. It's like part of the Rock, Paper, Scissors meta, where that deck can definitely just dominate certain decks, and there's certain decks that just can't. And with Yellow not being so strong in the meta, I don't think Yellow Purple Robin's as strong, just because Banish is better against Yellow than it is most other colors. Now, it's really good into like some of the major decks, but I don't think it's one of the best. We're going to test this out. This is the deck list that we're running with. If you don't want to play Boa, it's cool. Bro, Boa is chill. I am chill with Boa. Oh, dude, run Boa. I'm cool with it. We're going to see what we can do. This is going to be the deck list that we're going to cook up with right here. This will be our OP10 Boa deck. I don't know. I think I did a video on it. I really don't know. I have almost every leader probably with a deck list other than Purple Shanks. OP10 Boa. Oh, this would be crazy. Oh, I didn't get that one. I need to do a Red Purple Kid video this week. And yeah, you can show your Yamato list. Just drop it in the Discord. That's going to be the best place to get me. It should be in the description of this video or of this live stream down below. Just join in on the Discord. It'll be really easy to deal with. Or to talk about that kind of stuff there. So definitely drop it down there. Let's go into Shanks. Let's not go into Shanks. Let's go into Yellow Purple Nico Robin. We're going to take first away from this deck list just because it's so good, even though it's not as good for us. And I think we mulligan that hand. Can we talk about that real quick? Can we talk about that? Like, how is that even plausible? We are going to go for a 4-drop Law, just to have something to play earlier because you can see what we're working with. It's on the test my deck. Oh yeah. I saw that, Carlos. I saw that in the test my deck. I'm gonna do a video on it next week or the week after. I'm trying to do test my deck once a week. I think I'm gonna go to 4 videos a week because I am doing so much with my life. 7 videos a week is too much for a little man like me. So we're definitely gonna probably work that out. We're gonna drop 1 just to stack the top of the deck. We're going into 5 Dawn, so I think this is actually kind of fine because we're gonna be bouncing back Sengoku. There's not really something I want more than anything else here. Maybe a Red Rock in hand for late game. The only issue is we can't really bottom deck any of this, so we're just going to swing in for 7, call it a day. Yeah, I saw your list, the Supernova list. I think it was like Supernova, something like that. I think it's a really interesting list. I think it's one that I actually just really want to test out first before I give an opinion, because it's totally different than usual. Definitely could work for like the kid strategy, whatever. I think there's kid in there. Yup. Here, can I pull up the list? No, there's no kid in it. Hody, Izo. There's some removal. Dude, it's so not, the only weird part for me is it's so not, what's it called? It's so not Yamato. Like, the deck list itself is just so not Yamato. Oh, my bad, I didn't pass my turn. Sorry. Sorry. Dorishishi. Yeah, the best way to contact me for anything, guys, deck list-wise, for Test My Deck, drop it in that Discord. Put it in the copy and paste, though, where you can copy your deck list. That would make it so much easier for me to play, so I don't have to build the whole deck list myself, because that takes forever. We tap 3 for Dorishishi. They don't put anything on the board, so I guess Law doesn't do much other than bounce 2 cards back to our hand. We won't get the draw out of it, but we get to draw 2, basically. So 6 and us, we will counter out pretty easily here, because definitely don't want to do that. And we are going to play down Law. We're going to swing in for 6. So just in case they have a trigger, do I want to lose these 2? Would I rather lose Law? I'd rather lose the Boa. So we're going to swing in for 6. Give them a huge hand size here because that's what yellow-purple Nico Robin does. Sadly. It's very annoying. And we're going to bounce. We don't get the draw. We could have, bounced 1 and then drawn into the card that we do know it was next, which is a Sengoku. But we're kind of fine with this, just getting the counter already. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Yeah, it's what it is. Because we're also playing into the Jozu turn, so if they want to play something on the board that is a 6 cost or lower, we can bounce it back to hand pretty easily. 6 drop. You know what would be crazy right now? 6 drop Linlin. 6 drop Linlin would go crazy right now. 5? Oh my gosh. If they bust out a 6 drop Linlin, I'm going to be pissed. We're going to give him a 2K counter because I don't want to lose our Sengoku Jozu combo. We could have buggied into Jozu, but I don't like that as much. We definitely just need to counter out no matter what. So, what are they going to drop here? Ooh, I see you. We're going to swing in for 5 and 5. And then I'm going to give you this back. You're going to take this back to your hand. I like that idea. I might actually have to Sengoku to get the extra draw. Or, buggy. Right? Because if I Sengoku, it replaces itself. If I buggy, it doesn't. Because if I buggy, that'll put me at 5. I Jozu puts me at 4. I bounce buggy back, it puts me at 5. And I get the draw from leader effect, keeping the Sengoku in hand for next turn. So I think that's just better in this situation. Let's see what we can do with that. This is very annoying. This is not going to stay on the board, though. A Red Rock. Red Rock. No, I'm going to say Red Rock for a big body. Big body. We're going to buggy, get to choose what we draw here. We're actually going to draw into a Kaya for a 2K counter to have 1 more in hand, to have 2 2Ks total. And then we'll Jozu on the next turn, and then on the next turn after that, we should be on Kaido by then. Yeah? Yeah. Looks good to me. We will do exactly what we said. Draw that Kaya and pass. Kaya's really good in this deck list because it makes your hand size smaller so that you can leader effect because it's just a -1 in hand size, but a filter of the hand size, so that's going to be really good. I like it a lot. All right, 5 into the Law. I'm definitely not going to let that go. I'm probably just going to counter out because we know we're going into 9, so we may actually. It looks like it's going to be a 9-drop Yamato or some kind of big body because so they're going to try to pop the Jozu because the life kind of adds up. Bro, every 10 drop that you ever could think could happen. We're going to drop the Sengoku. They're going to play a 9 drop Yamato and pop our Jozu. They're not going to gain a life, but they will get removal. So that's what I'm expecting here. Oh my gosh, dude. Shanks will get every 10 drop known to man. They Darishishi? This is a low end. This is something I'd want to cook with. A low to the ground Yamato or Nico Robin list could be really fun. They play out the Zoro again, and we know what we're going to do here. We had the Red Rock as an option if need be, but I think what we do is Kaya, draw 2. We'll save that, but we're definitely going to keep this. We're going to Kaya just for the draw 2 trash one to lower the hand size here. We're going to keep this because we know we're going to play it. Oh my gosh, I actually have to drop. I don't want to drop a 2k counter. We're going to drop a 2k counter. We're going to be very greedy. So we know we're going to Jozu. That leaves us 2 extra Dawn. Jozu will bounce one of our characters, right? Oh. Play out Jozu. Okay, Jozu does replace itself. Okay, so we can go in for 5 at face, 7 at face, 7 at face. Sounds about right. We could also play Jozu to bounce Kaya before we swing in again, just to see if we do get a 1-drop Law, because they should get a counter out of them either way. So we're actually going to do that to see what we draw. All right, we can redeem ourselves. What? Now we act like it was a complete accident. And then, because it was an accident, to be fair. It will still win. We'll still win, guys. Don't worry. I know you're sitting here stressing, like, oh my gosh, you're going to lose. Like, yeah, I'm so close to losing with my 5 life I have right now, you know? It should be fine. It's annoying. It's annoying as crap, actually. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to Red Rock this. No more Yamato for you. We won't be able to draw a card. We'll have to Kaya first or Doflamingo. We can Doflamingo and then Red Rock, being able to draw a card. That should be good. That should be good. I like that idea right there. I like that a lot. 5 is not going to happen. You can get my pudding, because we don't need the pudding anymore. Now, if they go, what, 8 into Law, you got it. But 5 is not going to work. We could also, because we saw them use the 0 cost event, not a 2K, and we see a bunch of 2Ks in trash, right? Alright, yeah, you got them. We could Red Rock the Yamato, draw a card, and then we could go 11 into 7. Because if we swing 5, it could just take to get an extra card next turn for a heal, so 11. How bad do you want this Zoro? Let's go. Zoro's off the board. Double Banish is gone. Now they're only playing big bodies, and we didn't put them to 1 life. We should be a lot safer now, at least. We do have at least 2k counters, so if they do play a 10-drop Ace here to heal, they swing 5 at our face, we give them a 1k. If they swing 10 into Jozu, we counter out. We should be good. We should be good. Should we... Man, this is a fun game. I love One Piece. I need some ideas for videos that aren't so, like, they are One Piece related, but it's not just your basic One Piece, you know? We will counter out for 1 here. Like, oh, let's look into your collection, or, oh, what's your favorite card? I told you. I told you. I literally called that. Not gonna happen, buddy. Not gonna happen. I know that seems crazy. We're just going to drop a 10-drop on the board. He can't heal up and get rush. We can take life as much as we need to. So if they get banished, run it. They swing in 10, run it. We're okay with that. We still have a blocker. Now we have a big board, so we can try to go for lethal sometime soon. Hopefully. If I would have just bounced the Zoro, my life would be so much easier. I wouldn't have had to do all the extra work to get rid of Zoro earlier. With swinging 11, they'd be down 1 more life. They'd only be at 1 life now, because we would have swung in for what, 8 and 8 or 7-9, like something like that. So kind of annoying. Oh my gosh, Dorishishi again. Again? I actually did that in the beginning of the channel. I did a spin the wheel leader thing, but I just didn't do it on rank because rank really wasn't around like that. They grab a 0 cost and a 1k, meaning they are searching for counter, telling me they have a lot of bricks in hand. So keep that in mind as we continue this round, because there's only one reason you're grabbing a 0 cost as your trigger. You should be going for like a blocker or something like that, maybe. I don't know. Nico Robin, trash the life. They're going to swing in for 6. We're going to counter. And then they're going to swing in for 10. We're going to take. I don't really want to get that much banished right now. Yeah, we'll counter. We already have a low hand size. That only hits a 5. All I'm saying is technically I could play out this Doflamingo, search the top 3 cards of my deck, choose what card I draw, and then still have 3 Dawn to do something. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I was in the very first few videos of the channel, and I would like spin a wheel and choose a leader from a new set and do stuff like that. It's a really fun idea. It was really fun, but it never caught on. Like, I tried my hardest. Let's look at the math here. Let's just go for game. I don't think there's a better way to do this right now. I guess there probably is. 7 is easily counterable, so let's swing in for 9 just to force more cards out of hand. If he gets out of it, we'll just play more bodies on the board. Even if it is the Doflamingo, like, we should be safe to put out Doflamingo, stack the top of the deck. We could also Jozu, bounce nothing. Because Nico Robin would be great to put out twice. I don't really want to deal with that. But yeah, it's probably like a, 3-month-old video? I forget. We're in April. It's 5 months old now. I've been doing One Piece content for about 5 months consistently. So we know they still have the 1K. I think we just stop at that point. We should have gone for 8. 8 would have been really good. It would have been only 2 2Ks and not the 1K, but then we could have played down both of these. So kind of miserable from that, but it is what it is. Question is, what do I need? I don't really think I need anything at this point. I think I'm just getting bodies on the board, honestly. Because then we can just smash them in the face. Because next game I gotta go for game, right? So we'll go Gravity Blade. Ooh. Screw it, we're going 1-drop Law. We're going to swing in for 10. And then if they take that, we're going to swing in for 12. Put them on 0 life so that it forces them to heal next turn. If they don't heal, they have to go for game. So that should be pretty good for us. If they Veggie trigger right now, we quit. If they Veggie trigger right now, the stream is over. I'm just saying. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, 12 and then pass. They should go. Probably need to go for clearing the board, but even if they do, we still have a way to remove their body and swing in very heavily, at least to 11 after going 3,000 worlds and drawing an additional card, and we can play it on a 1-cost chump blocker. So if they go for clearing the board, actually, I don't even know if they can. What? They'd have to go for 13 here. They'd have to know the math perfectly, which would be 13, 1, 2, 3, 2 on this, so that's already 5 Dawn, and then they can just go 6 into face, and then banish a life. That would be the only way, and then that would be 6 Dawn. They'd need 4 Dawn for a blocker. They'd need to have a Jaeger or D-Sol or whatever. We're going to block. I think we just block. Because if they go 6 here and swing at Kaido, it's only 12. If they put 6 here and swing into Jozu, we just let them have it. But we keep our 12K. Run it. I don't know why you wouldn't think about that. The blocker is going to be so efficient right there, even if we don't have it. So what they need to do is swing 1 less Dawn. 1 less Dawn. Oh. Oh. That's 11, 12, 13, 14. And they can still swing 7 into Jozu. I think they still lose, right? 14, we let it go, and then they have to swing 7 into Jozu. That's fine. I can counter that out. Yeah, that math did not math there. Now we just swing in for 7. They counter out. I mean, we could have just swung in for 15, honestly. We knew they had the 0 cost event. We swing in for 15. GG's. Handshake. GG's. I love you. Alright. An easy deck to learn. Zoro is going to be one of the easiest decks in the format. Bello Betty is also going to be one of the easiest decks in the format. I think they both have skilled size, but if you want to be a competitive player and you have the money to put into the game, Shanks is going to be the easiest deck in my opinion. You just play the biggest body on curve basically most of the time. So I think this is definitely a good option. I think this and Purple Luffy are both very easy decks, and then it slowly gets more complicated the more you know about the game. But starting off with the, if you only have 3 brain cells and you just started the game, I think red is always easiest because it's just aggro, so you just hit your opponent in the face. I think black gets a little complex because it's a numbers game. It's all about cost and efficiency and the best way to remove a body or to just shut down your opponent. I don't think that's going to be good for a new player. I think blue is a little difficult, and it also depends on if you've played card games like Magic or anything before, but I think blue is very difficult just because it's built on so many different options of blue-black removal, red-blue rush, red-blue control, red-blue control, literally just never die and be really obnoxious. There's an aggro. There's so many different deck lists in blue that I think it's a little too much to figure out. I think Buggy would be easy for blue. If you're looking for a good blue deck, I think I'd go Buggy. If you're looking for a good black deck that's easy, I'd go Smoker. If you're going for the easiest green deck, I'd probably just say red-green Law. No, I'm just kidding. That's the hardest. Don't do that. I'd probably just say Yamato. Yamato's super easy. You just bash their face in or lose. But also Bonnie's super easy to play, I think, on a higher level because it's very consistent with what you do. It just has some really bad matchups. Purple is just going to be Purple Luffy. We've already been over that. Purple Luffy is super easy to learn. You literally just always take life and ramp up. Yeah, Blackbeard, don't even worry about Blackbeard. You're not there yet. It's not worth your time. And for an easy yellow deck, I would say yellow gets really complicated. Holy cow, I've not looked at yellow in so long. I would say just stay away from yellow. Bello Betty. So write down Bello Betty, Purple Luffy, Green Bonnie, Black Smoker, blue, who do we say for blue? Blue Buggy, and red Zoro or Shanks. Those would be my decks. Those would be the decks I would say. Well, guys, that was an hour stream for the first ever Mr. Pal stream. The other ones will actually have a more scheduled listing to them, and we'll probably just chop these up and make videos out of them. So just be ready for that in the future, where we just play games and then make a, hodgepodge of all the decks we play and just chillin' streams and stuff like that. So, yep. Yeah, Zora's going to be the easiest for you. But thank you guys for watching. I'm going to head out. I just wanted to test this out with you guys, so this is the first stream. We'll get an actual schedule in the Discord, so see that down below. Super easy. If you're not in it, you need to be in it. It's the easiest way to contact me, to be in a cool group. It's a good growing community, and yeah. I think that's it. I just want to go eat dinner. I'm a fat boy. I like to eat. So, anyways, thanks for watching. That's going to be it for me.